was quick. It was pretty much, I think I had one little mark on my gauge, and it was 80 baht to fill it up. I didn't really look and see. I probably should have looked and seen how much how many liters I got. But I don't know, these things get phenomenal gas mileage. Yeah, we'll head towards, I want to go by the house also, but I want to take part of this video downtown to Surin. So I'm going 60 kilometers right now. And like I said, most of the time it's about cruising it. And I basically got this little Scoopy, besides I got a good deal on it. It's a 2018, had 23,000 kilometers on it. It's the Prestige. I don't think it's their top of the line model by any means, but most of the ones that I've seen that were 2018s were anywhere from 28 to 35,000 baht, and I paid 18 for this one. That was again from my wife's cousin in Ubon, the one that did the renovation on the 100S Wave that I redid. He found it. Somebody, I guess, obviously they need money. Like again, I said, here in Surin, it isn't business as usual, but a lot better than from what I've seen around the rest of Thailand. And in Surin, everything out and around here is all rice fields. Pretty much everybody that I've met in Surin, including my family now, they all have rice. They all grow rice of some sort, whether it's been on 1 rai, 10 rai, 50 rai. It all depends. And the Thai people are just, like I said, I can't say enough about them. They take care of each other. They take care of their family. You know, they're phenomenal people, no doubt. I love my life in Thailand here. But they at least, most of the people have rice at least to eat. So that's good. Like I said, it doesn't seem like there's a bunch of people that are. I should try this. I don't hear near as much echo when I open up or near as deep, but maybe I'll try it right now. I've lifted up the front visor about halfway on this full face, and we'll check and see what the sound is like there, and then again, this is with it closed. I don't know. It sounds good in my ear. I don't know. People are looking at me weird. I'm just sitting here talking. I don't think they can see my mouth moving because I have a mask on. So, but it's a little bit warm out. I don't know what it is. It's probably 38, 37 Celsius. Not too bad. Looks like another good day. I don't see any rain or anything. So move this over a little bit. But it's been nice, and from what my wife and from what I've experienced here in Surin anyway, they get some, hold on, I'll lift my visor again. They get some decently nice, calm, cool weather, November, December, January. To where if I go out in the morning, I'm almost want to put a jacket on, but definitely don't. But it's very, very comfortable, so. Anyway, so we're driving, kind of, you can go this the same way that I could go to the new house. And again, hoping to get in there. First week of October would be nice. By the end of October, I'd be ecstatic. So anything before the end of October, I'd be happy with that. We did go out yesterday, and picked out, I didn't video any of it. Went and redid the kitchen tile, and you can see the Home Pro here up on the right. They have a special section in there for design. We picked out a bunch of the tile when we were there on the video that I did, and told them what I wanted, where I wanted, and they had designed the kitchen wrong, so we went back in yesterday, and they redid it, because I've got some little glass mosaics and then some subway grayish, whitish tile above that for the backsplash. We did have to move I was going to put the burners on a diagonal in that corner, but that didn't work. And I don't have a bunch of counter space. That's one of the reasons why I opted for the island, was to get a little bit more space. But I'm still thinking, I'm debating on putting a little, what I would consider a solid sink into the island. I haven't decided that yet. But what I did do is, instead of building up a tall case that's going to hold the oven and a microwave and that kind of thing, I decided to put the oven below the burners into a cabinet. I lose a little bit of cabinet space, but I did gain a whole bunch of cabinet space, because that back side of the island that's going to be facing the hood and the burners, or the cooktop, is going to have cabinets in it and drawers. So it should be fine. I should have. It's only, I'm going to be the only one that's really using it, so it should be plenty of space. Okay, this is turning in, and I'm going towards the city, and this would also be towards the hospital that I was in, the private hospital, and also where my wife works at the TOT in town. And traffic, I'm going to say 75% of normal. Difference is most everybody's got a mask on. Pretty much everybody has to have a mask on. Of course, some of the Thai people, it's kind of funny. They elect to wear the mask, but not a helmet. So, whatever kind of sense that makes, whatever. Here on the left is a nice barbecue place right here. We've eaten there quite often. Yeah, it isn't. Is everything open? No, but I'd still say in the 70-75% rate of places open. Yesterday we went to lunch, and it was outside, granted, and we're supposed to be dark red. It was outside, but we sat down at a table and ate together, so all that I don't know. On the right hand side over here is where I bought the Forza hat, and then up on, you can barely see it off in the distance, but that white building there, the tallest building in front of us, is the hospital, I believe. I'll verify that, but yeah, I think it is. And I spent almost 3 months there, January, February, March. 2 months in the ICU and a month in a private room. So again, I can't say enough about the care that I got here. Couldn't have got any better in any place that I know of in the United States. And when my wife that passed away because of the cancer, we spent almost over 2 months at Stanford, and Stanford was phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't have got better care. I got just as good care here. And right up here on the left-hand side, right before the 7, is where the hospital is. And then, but you can see, I mean, it's not, like I said, traffic 70-75% of normal. It is a little bit more right now because I believe it's like maybe 1:30, so a lot of people have eaten and are maybe on their way back to work or whatever, but this is fairly normal, like it is the new norm here anyway. And then, let's see, I think I'll drive up to the traffic circle and I'll come back around. Hopefully I'll make this light. I could go all the way up to where TOT is, but I don't see really any reason for that. But like I said, you can see there are some closed businesses, but there were always some that weren't occupied. It seems like for the most part, most of the people are open. Like I said, we don't depend too much on tourism here in Surin. So it's just the foreigners and the local Thai people. It's not bustling, but it's better than most that I've seen anyway. We're going to go around this is a circle up here, and we'll head back towards the new house. I can't see any reason going down there. Yeah, I'm really happy with the Scoopy. I keep saying Snoopy. Scoopy. It's perfect. It's only 110 cc's, but it's got plenty of oomph. And I think what I liked about it, I did buy that click, and we'll use that as an extra scooter, which turned in handy because I have the Wave. And that, when we got back last night from Home Pro, my father's scooter that I gave him, it's a Suzuki Nexus, I think it is. And it's a 110 also. It was my backup scooter. I gave it to him, and for some reason it's engaged. It won't disengage. So I'm sure it's something in the pulley drive belt side of it. But I needed to get it in anyway. I needed to get the oil changed, and I'll have them service the belt, put a new one on, whatever they got to do with the pulleys. And his seat is all worn to crud, so I'll get him a new seat and new tires. So he's driving the Wave this morning, but I do have that click, and that click's a 125. It's a little bit on the older side. I want to say it's 2011, something like that. Runs great, but the suspension, it has that many years on it, and the Wave, forget about it. It's old, carbureted. I thought I was going to be able to drive that as a backup, but or a round town bike, but there ain't no way that it vibrates. Anyway, I mean, it runs great, the little Wave, but first of all, I'm lazy, and I don't want to shift. And you still shift. You don't have a clutch on the Wave, but you still got to go through the gears with your left foot and all that kind of thing. So, but this one here is just perfect. It's a little twist and go, 110, cruise all day long at 80, 85, probably even 90. I'd say cruising speed on the high end of this would be 80 kilometers, a nice cruise speed, and a good around town speed would be maybe 60. And that's what I'm doing right now. It seems like most people, there's the occasional, whether it be Farang or Thai, the little kamikazes running around in and out of traffic. So like I said, if you're not comfortable driving, just take it slow and just be a really defensive driver. You just got to be. It doesn't take much, and me at now almost 65 years old, which I can't believe, but it doesn't take much. I mean, I could fall over at the speed I'm going right now, and I'd probably hurt myself, So I just watch and take it easy. There's no reason. Like I said, I'm lucky. I'm retired. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere, So it makes it easier when you're not have to be somewhere. Like going now, does it really matter whether I get to my house in 10 minutes or if I get to my house in 12 minutes? Not a real big deal. But like I said, if you're not comfortable, then I would just take it slow. It's kind of hard if you're not retired, or if you're retired and you wanted to retire in Bangkok, which a lot of people do, and even people that are retired, because they can use, the airport as a hub, and they can go anywhere they want. I have that Asia Air pass, and it costs me tax to fly wherever I want to go. So for a year, and I've heard that my wife told me that it was supposed to be over in December, and now because of what's going on, they've extended it till I believe March. So, which is nice, it makes it nice. But, that I could see, because for me, it's an hour drive to Buriram, hop on a flight, fly from here to Bangkok, from Bangkok to wherever I'm going to go. Chumphon was the last place that I went, and it's still, I don't know, it cost me under 1,000 baht to fly, from here to Bangkok, from Bangkok to Chumphon, from Chumphon back to Bangkok, from Bangkok to Buriram. Under 1,000 baht. I think it was like 800. So it's very reasonable. I did use it once. We went to Bangkok before things got bad, and so basically just me and my wife using that, because it was 3,500 baht to go from here to Bangkok. I'm sorry, 3,500 baht for the air pass, and to go from here to from Buriram to Bangkok, from Bangkok to and back to Buriram, it was only like 800 baht for both of us. It would have normally been at least 4,000 baht, so it pretty much paid for one of them right there. And I'm a firm believer that things are going to come back. Are they going to come back overnight? Certainly not. Are they going to come back? You bet. The Thai people are resilient. They know what they've got to do now, I think. They haven't given up on Phuket. I know some people that are in Phuket, and they're loving it. They say it's fine. It's not what everybody's saying. But like I said, if you're a bar hopping, 28-year-old, 30-year-old on vacation wanting to chase women around town and drink all night long and spend a life savings in a week and a half, then I can understand it. It's not the place to go. But if you're a family and you're on a limited, you don't have much money, and you're close enough, and the airline tickets are good enough, and you want to go to Phuket, well, why not? I mean, you can go and eat in the restaurants. You can, you can do pretty much. You can go on the beach. You can have a good time, and you can stay in a 4- and 5-star hotel for, $30, $40, $60 a night. So you're not going to go anywhere and do that, whether in Hawaii, or I don't even think in Mexico now. I'm not sure on that. I haven't checked any of the goings on in Hawaii or Mexico, but I'm sure that it's got to be more expensive than coming here. Airline would be the biggest thing if you had a big family, I would think. But otherwise than that, why not? And definitely if you're coming here or coming back here or coming here to retire, I think it's a no-brainer, man. I do know one person in particular that has gone to the sandbox and gets out and just decided to stay a month there before he, goes across and around town, or across Thailand. And there are places you can go. Is it a little bit restrictive? Sure. Do I think it's going to lighten up? You bet. I just think they're going to. I think they're going to, they're going to keep it. They're going to keep that open no matter what, unless there's a total breakdown of, 20,000 cases in Phuket today. They're going to keep it open, they're getting people there. The people are having fun, and the chance that you take there has got to be less than 0.1% on somebody being on your flight that had it, or you getting a false positive. So it's up to you. If you want to take a chance. If it was me and my wife and I had kids or something, 2 kids, and I could got a good airfare and got here, why not? Kids will have a ball. They get to stay in a very, very nice hotel, and for the chance I would take it. But that's me. But to come here with the plan on retiring, I would definitely go to Phuket. I mean, I don't like being locked down in a room. A couple of the individuals that I know, they were there, did their test when they got out, go into their hotel, waited, and within 2-3 hours or something had the call back and said, you're negative, have a nice day, and out and rented a scooter and off and out and about. So it's a no-brainer for me. For some people I understand totally, but for me it would be a no-brainer. I'd be here in Thailand. I know a lot of people say don't come and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know what it's even really like in my home country of the USA. I know that some of them, I know if I was there I could walk into a Walgreens or a Rite Aid and get Pfizer right now, and get a date to come back in 2 weeks, get it and come back, because a friend of mine that I know that's back in Thailand now did that. So there are some pluses to it. I know that there are some vloggers that did head back, and hey, why not? Especially if they're limited travel. That's why most people come here to Thailand and retire, is maybe to retire, but I'd say a good 80% of them came here to travel. And if you can't travel, you're gonna be a little bit disappointed and wanting to travel. So I don't see any reason, or anything wrong with going back there and checking it out for whatever, a week, a month, 2 months, whatever the case may be. I don't think any of them that I know of have left for good. Everybody that I know that left is coming back. So I'm not saying that there isn't some, but to my knowledge, no, I didn't see it. Yesterday I stopped at the house up here and I showed in that little video, test 1, I showed the front door. You could see the wood. He's not going to put maybe I'll take a ride down there. He's not going to put the glass. I know there was a bunch of, let me see, if there's a bunch of water, rained like hell last night, and yeah, there is. So I'm going to let that be. He's not going to put the glass in because they're still carrying stuff in and out, but the ceilings upstairs are done. All the electrical's done pretty much, 90%. Downstairs, all the metal is in for the ceilings. The painting's about 75% done. The tile we picked out, I believe that he's starting the tile tomorrow, I believe, and he's going to start upstairs. All the upstairs is going to be, we picked a separate tile. So the gray tile is pretty much all downstairs, except the bathroom. And then as you come up the stairs, it's kind of a whitish gray line type tile. And on the side of it, there's a stripe of gray on either side, maybe about 4 inches wide. And all the way up the stairs, there'll be a medallion type thing in the center, little landing halfway up. And then that same center, whitish with the gray running through it, is going to be all upstairs except for the bathroom. It'll be the center section there, and then both the kids' bedrooms. It was just easier to do that. They didn't really, I told them they could pick out what they wanted as long as it wasn't pink. Although I did let my wife go with rose, which I kind of liked. It wasn't bad for the downstairs bathroom. That's the one her mom and Dad will probably use. I still have my bathroom downstairs now, so it doesn't really really matter to me. Ours is going to be on a black and gray scheme, but it looks good. Like I said, the renderings and stuff that they did on that design looks fine. Like I said, they made them do a little bit of a change in the kitchen. They had it a little bit backwards on what I wanted for a backsplash and that type thing, but it otherwise was looks good. Our bathroom looks good. Our bathroom has black floors, and I think if I'm almost positive, we did both our bathroom and the upstairs bathroom same color scheme, same everything, black tile, a border tile type thing, and some grayish white, stuff like that. We did pick out the toilets and the sinks for the bathrooms. We did pick out some mirrors. We did pick out a kitchen sink and the hardware for the kitchen sink, or the water nozzle and handles and stuff. I am going to, and I got to tell my brother this too, I want I don't care about hot and cold running water throughout the whole house, but I would like it in my kitchen. So I'm going to put an instantaneous heater under the counter there. Otherwise, usually take 2 showers a day anyway, and if I want to wash my hands, I'll wash them in the kitchen. No big deal. And what else did we do yesterday? We picked that out. We picked the tile out, some of the other tile, because I went with Subway. They had a different tile in the kitchen. And the little glass mosaic are little Subway squares, approximately, I want to say 2 inch by 3/4 of an inch high, and they're all glass in a mosaic. They're grays and blacks. And that stripe's going to come from the granite countertop up about, it's probably about 1.5 feet, 2 foot to where the window is, and then that'll follow that all the way around. The rest of it up above that is the hood, and behind the hood it'll be that same mosaic glass tile, and then the rest of it around it and on the other side will be a grayish white Subway tile, and then regular size Subway, I don't know what it is, maybe 6 inches by 3 inches or 2.5 inches. Maybe the next live stream, maybe I'll download a couple of pictures of the stuff that we decided to go with. But anyway, we're heading back. I might as well go ahead and film all the way through. I might not even have to do a bunch of editing on this, as long as the sound's good. If the sound's not good, no one will probably see this video, because I won't want to do any voiceover stuff. I just don't want to do that. I could. I shouldn't say won't. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But I don't know. I think it's going to be good. And like I did, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Comica. It's a little bit bigger than the Rogue, and I've just got it shoved up with the windscreen on it in my cheek, in the full face helmet. So, we'll see what the quality is. From what I'm hearing, it sounds good. I don't hear a bunch of wind noise, and like I said, the shaking and stuff and the stability of this, adjust the camera a little bit, of this GoPro 9 is just phenomenal. Unbelievable, because if you could see this thing vibrating on this rigid mount that I have, you'd be beyond belief. I mean, I should take a video with my 7 of this thing vibrating back and forth. You'd be amazed. I know I am. Of course, it doesn't take much to amaze me, but we're doing 70 kilometers now. Again, I don't know what that, maybe we'll go up and then sometimes on this open road I'll cruise to 80, but I won't stay, we're at 80 now. A little bit more noise, I don't know whether it's going to be horrible or not. Slow back down. But 60, like I said, is a good. Most of the time I'll ride over here and let the people pass me. And I'm doing 60, 65 kilometers. The bike seems to like that speed too. And the Robinson Mall up here on the right, and then right past that is the back of the house. But yeah, I hope it works, because I'd like to do when and if I kind of do one backwards. We did get up to 600 subscribers, and now back down to 558. So for some reason, a couple of people left, which is no big deal. But like I said, I'd like to get monetized, so I could use the YouTube video and do this as I'm doing right now as a live stream. Put my phone over here and be able to see, some of the comments. Maybe it would be nice. I think I would enjoy doing that. But we'll see. I think I have to have 1,000. I'm way over on the hours. I think I'm almost 5,000 hours. And you need to have 4,000 and 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys are watching and would like, please subscribe and hit that bell, and you'll get notified when I do a video or do a live stream. And it seems to be I'm doing the live streams about every 3 days. It's just not too much. My wife doesn't want me out running around town with the situation that's going on, but I got to do something. Of course, there'll be another probably this Saturday. Today is Wednesday. This Saturday I will do another video on the house. I think they'll be far enough along. I think we'll probably have ceilings downstairs. Electrical, like I said, is pretty much finished anyway. They should by then have started laying tile upstairs, so be able to give you guys a look at that. And like I said, the septic's in. They were doing the drainage for the property. Hopefully that's done. I do have to order. I decided to go ahead and pay the 10,000 baht and get the city water. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm real giddy about this freaking city water now, although it's been 2 years and I never had any problem. It seems like now they're putting chlorine in it, so I got to get some dechlorinator for when I'm here. But I think what I'm going to try to do is use the well as backup in case I lose water from the city, and use it for the koi, for the fish. I do have to do some more testing on the water, but I think it's fine. It was a little bit minerally, which is fine, and actually it could be good for the fish. So I'm going to check that out. Imagine somebody had mentioned that I could go to a university that's agricultural, which I have one right by the house, and bring them a sample, and they can do a detailed breakdown on what's in that water. And then I'll be able to tell, and if it's not harmful for fish, then I'm fine. There won't ever be any chlorine. I'll just test it periodically, and then I'm going to top it up. It'll be on a float. So water, I'm going to be constantly taking water out of the pond and constantly putting on just a drip. And but it will be on a float to fill it. If in case something happens or whatever, it'll automatically fill. But I'm going to use that green tank. That I'm going to put that behind the little whatever outdoor little bar area that I'm going to build and put a shade on. I have enough room behind that. I think I'll put that on. I've got a separate little pump that I actually bought for this rental house that I'm going to take with me. I'll put that on the green tank, and then I'll use that water for the fish pond, watering the plants, and that kind of stuff. So I don't use the city water as much. And then I'll have another pipe running over that I can just manually turn over if I lose water in the 1,000 liter for the house. I can just fill it up manually, and I'll never be out of water, which will be nice, because it was a pain in the ass. Last year we had 2,000 2,000 liters of water, 2 tanks, and we ran out of water. And one time I was paying $15, 500 baht for 4,000 or 2,000. It was 1,500, 3,000 liters that they would bring on a truck. And it went on for almost 3 weeks. So I'm not letting that happen again. So. It looks like somebody's getting something. I don't know. Is that for me? My wife? Who knows? Let's wait for this guy to move. I can go ahead and end the video here. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed and that watched. It's probably going to be a long video. I'm probably going to leave it long in case anybody actually wants to listen to me ramble. But everybody have a great day, and I will catch you on the next one.